Welcome back to Game Does Play Games, where we fish while playing games.
Whoa! I wonder what this episode's gonna be about.
This spider silk is for line, and I already have one of these. I'm gonna buy one of these. That's good. Yeah, that was good. I'm gonna buy one of these. Alright, that's good.
Pretty much exactly what I do too.
Alright, that's good. I'm gonna buy one of these.
You didn't even need that one.
I'm gonna sell that one. Buy one of these.
Actually, we could talk about this interface. Sometimes it is a little unclear where your cursor is in terms of like pairing it up with the stock. I feel like
so?
Well, I mean, it's not that difficult,
it doesn't
right?
have to be so spacey, but
like, why don't you just highlight the entire row? Why don't you?
Okay, fair.
I feel like it would be way more clear. Just like it takes less effort from the player, right? And this is like, I'm not saying it's bad either. It's just like, as far as the UI design goes, you generally want to make things as intuitive and absolutely as clear for the user as possible. And so when it comes down to like this is why in a lot of interfaces you see like they highlight the entire cell because there's zero room for doubt.
Yeah, true. I just got distracted by the fact that his fishing pole is one of the weapons that he teleports out. I always thought that was hilarious.
I think it's amazing.
I was like,
too.
that's smart. It's ridiculous, but that's smart. Imagine
it's
like
attention to detail kind of thing.
Yeah. Imagine though in real life if this was the scenario and somebody walked up to you like, all right, we're gonna give you magical powers and you can form weapons out of your hand. You can only do five total at any given time. And then the main character's like, four at a time, and a fishing rod. All times, I must have a fishing rod.
I mean, if you really like fishing, then hell yeah, man.
I mean, I guess, yeah, if you weren't really a fighter to begin with, or whatever, or just, All right, so this little radar up here is the best thing ever. Makes the whole fishing thing so much better that you don't have to, like, look for them.
Yes. No, I totally agree. So, fishing. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? We have the fishing pole and then the fishing lures. And so, I don't know if there's any techniques in terms of, like, trying to catch the fish. I tend to do, like, a rhythm as I reel it in. Because they don't really notice your lure while you're not reeling. I mean, maybe that's different for some fish. So you catch the fish, and then you pull it to hook it. And then you have this tension system. So you basically want to always keep the tension as low as possible because otherwise you reduce the durability of your spider silk, which is the fishing line. And then you catch it just when it gets close to you. The idea is that you're like depleting the stamina of the fish so that by the time it gets to you, it can't really fight.
Yeah, you're like wearing them out.
Yeah.
While at the same time not trying to not be worn out yourself. And the durability, the spider silk, the fishing line acts as not only like a health gauge for that encounter, but for future ones as the durability is still depleted to 850.
So I like the fishing system. I think it's simple enough to be nice and quick. You jump in and jump out and understand it very easily. But at the same time, it's fun enough to like keep me fishing for like 2 hours straight.
Oh yeah, you can really get lost into it.
And maybe that's just because I'm partial to fishing minigames, because I am a total sucker. I know they're not for everyone, but I don't know. I just think it's a lot of fun. And like the fish all have different behaviors, so like you can learn how they kind of move around and figure out the best way to catch them, to the point where like you can get so good that your durability will never get damaged while trying to catch a fish.
I like how like characters comment on it too. The line's gonna break. How do you know?
I like it until like you're trying to catch fish, like you're casting your reel with 400 points of durability, and they're like, "Don't do it! The line's gonna break!" And you're like, "Prompto, it's fine, man. I'm only losing 10 durability each time.
I got this. I'm a professional."
Like, it's gonna be okay.
You did good. Yeah. Ooh. Got that golden treble.
So this is also nice, too, because catching fish feeds into the cooking mechanic. So ranking up Noctis's cooking or fishing skill, like, it's synergist with Ignis, which is awesome. Actually, most of them are synergist with each other. The only one that doesn't actually feed into each other is Prompto.
Yeah, but he synergizes with everything because he takes pictures of everything.
That's true, but his pictures don't really have a mechanical value.
No, they can, but in a weird way.
Really?
What? How much time? Okay.
Oh, we still have plenty of time.
So let's talk about this then. We mentioned that we'd go here. All right. So Ascension.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we haven't talked about Ascension yet. In fact, we have a lot of AP
promised
to
that
use.
we would. That's what happened when we chose. Like, I have like 150 of this. I should probably use it. So basically, Ascension is like buying perks and stuff like that. Your skill tree in a sense, except for it's not just like this. All the combats. This combat ascension stuff is specifically so you can start doing things with Noctis, and then you have your teamwork where they get bonuses.
New like abilities during.
Oh yeah, this is the new abilities one. Which, by the way, this one is. Wait, no. I'm thinking of the next one.
Wait mode. Techniques? Oh, techniques are the ones
where they each get one. And this one right here is amazing. Regroup is just so good.
Yes. No, absolutely. I agree. And it's also super appropriate for Ignis.
Oh yeah, everything he does is intelligent. Like all their stuff, it's like even if it's not like magic based, it's just smart.
Regroup for sake of explanation is Ignis's ability is to bring everyone back to one point and everyone heals.
Everybody heals up, and it's just him being awesome. Like, "Hey, everybody, this is not going well." So there's these different things you could do, and one of them is one of the ascension things that you can spend your ability points on is exploration, and you get AP for making camp or gain AP for long trips in a car. Now, this is when you look at it. If you were going to do every side mission and everything like that, then this is the only one to put your points into right off the bat.
Chocobo?
No, not just Chocobo.
Oh,
everything from the exploration.
Yeah.
Because as you do things, you get AP. So the earlier you buy it, the more AP you're getting for doing things like catching a fish.
And that's why in my personal playthrough, I only put points into exploration first. I got every single node that's like, get more AP when you do this. And I was like, done, because what's the point late game?
Yep, you do it now or you do it never. In this case, that's boring, so we're going to do it never. But that's where Promptos is interesting, because you actually pick up an ability, his technique that you can use in battles to have him take a snapshot of the fight. And then his next note from there is that there's a chance of getting AP through your snapshot. So it's like ways of integrating everything in together. It's kind of cool. You can reach the next one. Look at that. Oh, look how special. See, this is the wait mode I was telling you about. They have one specifically for the wait mode. Isn't that weird? It's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool. I'm not really sure how I feel about it.
Well, I like it especially, too, because if you aren't aware that wait mode's a thing, this is kind of your first... your entry point, right? You go, well, what's wait mode? And I do think that they could have explained it a little bit better even on the Ascension menu, because you could put points into it and still not know what it is. You're like, well, I put points into it. I hope it's doing something. And then you're like, but wait, I don't know what scan is. Like, I don't know. So hopefully it's doing something. We didn't spend any AP, did we?
No.
We should probably do that.
Yeah, okay. I guess.
I agree, that a lot of those... I agree that a lot of the exploration points are really only useful if we do a lot of side quests. And since we're not really planning on doing a lot of side quests in this playthrough, it would help, but I don't think it'll be tremendously useful.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother with it. Instead, I'm just going to make sure that Noctis has air step.
I do think, though, that it's smart that... I mean, maybe this is a natural thing in the flow of the design of this, but, you know, all the initial nodes at the starting point are, like, low AP cost, and then it gets more expensive as it branches out. And that seems obvious, right, from a game design standpoint, but I think the reason it works really well is that it encourages the player to explore each category before they, like, try to max out one thing. Because it gets to the point where it's like, I'm not going to get 99 AP or 300
500 AP.
Yeah, so it's like, well, I might as well buy this one that costs 6. Like, But I think it's smart, right? Because it means that the player kind of gradually explores this rather than they don't have to know everything right away. And it doesn't hurt them to not know everything right away.
And do recovery. Because since we're not doing the step boost because we're not equipping the good gear, maybe regroup is important.
Yeah, probably.
And then I like this one.
Yeah, I use Dawn Hammer right now too.
Plus, if you get them early on, then you can start working on boosting them earlier.
So here's a question for you though, because the techniques you level up the more you use them. Do you think that unlocking them through the ascension kind of devalues the leveling system? Because it's like, now you unlock it, what's the point in all of the levels you accrued in earlier techniques? Do you ever go back?
Yeah, I actually have been wondering that. I suppose you could, because a lot of those early ones are like one tech bar uses.
That's true.
And the ones that I just picked up are two tech bar uses, but they do something different. And then after that, there are 3 tech bar uses. So
maybe how you're calibrating your party, you might want to switch things back and forth.
I'll choose a 1 tech bar, 2 tech bar, and a 3 tech bar.
But at a certain point too, certain other parts in the Ascension make it really easy to increase your tech bar. To the point where you could get 3 bars in or 3 things in your tech bar in like... Oh!
You didn't know about this one?
Oh, I didn't know about that
welcome.
spot.
Actually, I discovered this one before I discovered the other one.
Really?
Yeah. Because I got weird and curious.
Also, a fun other tidbit about the fishing is that the fish change based on the time of day, which I think is really smart. Especially because you get like the non-edible fish at night, and you just like take their scales.
Yeah. Plus, at night, this area at night is just beautiful.
Yeah, well, because they're like glowy, and you get the like beautiful moonlight on the ocean or the lake. Is this a lake or an ocean? I don't know. I think it's an ocean.
I think this is ocean. All right, you're not biting if I don't move.
Also,
there we go.
I love that they use the like monster sense meter to tell the player how close they are to catching
I was like,
the fish.
That's amazing. You integrated the monster combat into the fishing.
It's genius though, right? Because it's something that the player already understands based on their experience in the game so far. So they don't need to say anything about that.
Yeah.
You just you know just by interacting with it.
I like how they also the music with it. Oh no.
Yeah, because it's the combat music.
Yeah, and you're just like, it's so tense. It's so tense. And then when you catch the fish, you're like, it just stops.
It's like, got it. I love the fishing. I think this is fantastic. It really takes me back to the Breath of Fire days.
Really
or even
does.
Maybe this is more akin to like the Legend of Zelda fishing, but that one was way simpler than this. It's like the happy in between.
65 durability. That was a new line.
Man, you go through your lines so quick. Also, that's a crazy looking fish.
That fish is very hard to catch. Actually, I don't think I've caught it in my playthrough.
That's fair. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, I got a rock barramundi. Whatever.
Do the so it shows you like the weight of the fish, and it like keeps track of your like high score with the biggest fish. Does that do anything that you've seen so far?
Not that I know of.
I mean, like I go back to like Fable, their like fishing system, right? Where like if you caught bigger fish, you could like enter a competition, be like, I caught the biggest fish. Way. Which I guess like they don't need that in this game. But
but it would actually be very interesting about online fishing competition.
Oh, like a leaderboard almost?
Yes.
Oh my god. That would be fantastic.
A leaderboard would be alright, but it would be like you're just gonna keep doing it, trying to get the highest score. It'd be a lot cooler if it was just like doing Saturday fishing competition. You go here, we'll teleport you to an area, and then you'll each take turns trying to fish. You get 3 lines. Go for it.
That would be really cool though. It'd be like I don't know, a natural way of kind of making a like little fun competitive game out of the minigame.
Did you do the beach scene?
I don't know, but we should do it anyway.
All right, well, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We won't have time for this episode, I think, but...
Well, how long is it going to take?
It takes a little bit.
Okay, then we'll do that in the next episode.
It's a full...
Okay, well, then we should call it here.
Yeah.
Flashlight. Wait, where is his flashlight? Is it still on his shirt? Oh, it's on his, like, above his hip. I was like, how is that happening?
It's like the minor lights or whatever, which works because it plays or turns on in the caves and stuff. I can't wait to get to the dungeons and start talking about those. Yes. Like, probably the best part of the game, really.
That's fair. I do really like the dungeons, too. I think they're excellent. Okay, well, question of the day.
Did a lot of fishing. We did a lot of ascension tree stuff.
Ooh. Oh, those are both good to talk about. Let's talk about ascension.
I agree. Yeah.
Because we're gonna come back to fishing.
That's gear.
That's not the only part. I think we should talk about the. Actually, I could pose the same question to you about the techniques. What do you think about the ability to unlock techniques through the ascension rather than leveling up and creating the techniques through that process?
Simply bypassing your old ones and making them obsolete.
Do you think it devalues the effort put into those earlier techniques, or do you think that it's a good way to, if this is a good way to, like, give that progression?
Yeah. Sweet.
Answer
that
in the comments below. Also, by the way, we haven't been saying this, but vote on what you want us to play when we're done with Final Fantasy. I know this is going to be a while. We're going to be playing this for a while, but the voting goes through cycles, so whatever wins goes into the next round of voting. So you guys get to choose what we play next. I mean, even if we choose the voting options, but, you know.
Why are you still talking?
Bye.